In the ash of stars and dying flame, a red-haired queen of fire came. With eyes of blue that pierced the skies, she cast down gods, she shattered lies. In golden plate and crimson veil, she walks the void where tyrants pale. A sword like comets in her hand, and none but truth shall ever stand. All hail the flame, the wrath, the light, the empress born of endless fight. No sea, no breath, no traitor's creed shall make her children break or bleed. The warp shall scream, the shine before the gaze of heaven and sun. She judged not with hate or pride, but sees all hearts, their truth inside. No whisper vile can twist the soul, while she still reigns and keeps us whole. She purges anathemas light with holy flame and burning might. No chaos spawn, no alien kin shall ever breach her light again. The throne of gold, once dim, now burns as justice speaks and fate returns. The traitors scream, the liars cry, are drowned beneath her war-born sky. All hail the flame, the wrath, the light, the empress born of endless fight. No seed of breath, no traitor's creed shall make her children break or bleed. The warp shall scream, the shine on before the gaze of heaven's sun. So rise, O sons and daughters true. She watches all, she fights for you. Her light shall fall, her will remain till none but honor shall remain.
Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Hero
Hey, we're starting
Master
already.
Yeah.
Legendary
I'm just
breakdown.
gonna stop it. Yeah, just automatic. Okay. Welcome, guys, and we are transparent. I gotta fix that.
We are fully transparent in everything we're going to say.
Yes, we are metaphorically transparent for what we have to say this time. So hi to everybody in the chat. I'm just gonna real quick fix this, and we can continue. First, thank you to King of Monsters for the super chat. We are streaming on both my gaming channel and superhero channel, our mutual superhero channel. So we do that so we get more exposure, and if you like to support, you can support like King of Monsters just did over on.
Your golden gold ranger is almost ready.
Yes. He just has to hit me on the head and I'm gonna finish
Ah,
it.
yes. So
It's important. Get
bonk.
the bonk.
The
Get the
bonk.
bonk thingy. Uh, awesome. Okay, guys. So let's welcome everybody. We can start with the 3 topics of the night of the show. And yeah, guys. So if you like to support, watch on the gaming channel. I mean, if you like support with super chats, watch here. If you like support with watch time, because we need to monetize the superhero channel. Please watch on the superhero channel. I pinned the link here in the chat to the superhero channel. So, hi to Yasto, man of culture, of course, king of monsters, dear Clayton. This is on the superhero channel. And on the gaming channel, hi to Stain People, plus Mr. Mewtwo.
This Mr.
And yeah, okay guys, this is our starting pack. So Wonder Woman salute for King of Monsters. Okay guys, so the topic of James Gunn first, maybe.
boy.
Because this is like
Yeah, we
what
start
I'm
with that, yes.
so passionate about. You can't even imagine. I mean, we both are. So let me start officially because we're gonna cut this into videos
Yes.
later. So guys, if you have seen Superman, and if you know James Gunn's lore, how James Gunn thinks, what James Gunn writes on Twitter, and in general what he says in interviews, you would know, well, in case if you're not blind or stupid, you'll definitely realize that the guy is hard leftist, and he wants to interject everything that he possibly can into whatever he does. He doesn't understand Superman.
No.
He doesn't think that we remember what he said a few years ago about Superman when he said basically very stupid things, how he doesn't understand the character, he thinks that superheroes are lame and whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he said back like just a few years ago before he got this role of DC head of the studio. And what does he do? Well, usually he likes to do whatever the heck he wants when nobody is his boss. We saw that he can do a decent movie with the first Guardians of the Galaxy because he was steered by Kevin Feige and the whole company. But now there's nobody to sit over his head, as we like to say here in our country, and to monitor and to try to censor his wild nature. But this wild nature is crossing all kinds of lines, and we can see this in Superman because he did a mockery of Superman as a character. He made him weak, he made him a child, a man-child, extremely immature prick that just likes to scream about his feelings.
Fifis.
And no matter how much Superman fans that are from the left side for some ungodly brainwashed reason like you to think Superman is ruined. That's what happened. And we said that this is going to happen when we saw first the attitude towards the costume and how the train of thought was composed about this costume in the first place, how David Cornswell himself, because he wants so much to work in Hollywood, was brainwashed to think that this is a great idea and even propose the freaking pants over the costume, which not that we have a lot against.
No.
Yeah, not that we have
Just against those
trends,
trends.
not that we are so much against them, but they look like freaking grandma pants.
Yes.
Because they're huge. So there's no nuance in this costume in terms of quality. No, there's just crap.
Yeah.
And the muscles were forgotten, the masculinity was forgotten, all those things that make Superman were totally forgotten. Only thing that was left that James Gunn understands is being purely good, but he only can connect this in his head to being extremely naive. And now we come to Peacemaker, which is supposed to be a comic book character that is an asshole. Okay, but he's not an asshole that you see on screen.
That's the only thing he kind of got, but he made him even a bigger asshole. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the issue here is that not only that Peacemaker is not Peacemaker, which we made our peace with because we don't really care about the character, but even if we care or do not care, the principle of bringing a character to life that's supposed to be the character from the comic books has been completely broken. And now we have literal Nazi propaganda in one of Peacemaker's recent episodes. And we are here to talk about exactly this. Now, after this huge intro, what exactly happened? Well, basically, guys, in whatever you see here, season 2, episode 6, Peacemaker goes to another Earth where everybody are Nazis, or at least not everybody, but whole of America are Nazis, and they want to hunt down freaking black people and probably everyone else that are not white.
It's everybody. That's Earth X. In the comic books, Earth X is a planet in which the Germans won.
Great. And even Hitler is on the wall. So he discovers, Peacemaker that is, the American flag, but instead of the white stars on the blue square, whatever, there's a freaking Nazi swastika there. Great. And everybody see one of the black characters, like this black lady, I forgot her name, and everybody are chasing her down in a crazy frenzy like you see here on this picture. And this is so bad when you see it. And I wrote on Twitter, I wrote about this. And of course, one guy said that Jesus Christ, something along the lines that this is ridiculous and all those things. And I'm like, are you guys blind to what happened for the last 9 years? Basically, it's not 9 years, but most prominently since 2016, we see this huge blow like a bomb of wokeness and a freaking propaganda in all kinds of ways, in movies, in TV shows, even in animation.
Yeah.
And before we get to what James Gunn said, because we're gonna crap on this, and by crap on it I mean analyze it with very definitive and objective worldview.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and we just discovered, guys, that because when you see how the show starts, there's a dance, and actually Peacemaker is doing the swastika with his arms. With his arm, he's doing this, with the dance. And that is put in Fortnite. Because Fortnite decided to make a Peacemaker in a game about freaking kids.
A kids game.
A kids game. They put a character that's not about kids. That's not for kids. I'm just so pissed. So they put him there and they made him do the dance. And he was doing the swastika all the time. And that was there for quite a while. I'm not sure how many weeks or whatever, but it was there, and millions, and I don't know how many millions of kids got exposed to this guy doing this dance, showing swastika with his freaking body. Before somebody noticed and pull it down or change the animation or something like this. So how is this allowed? Oh, I heard this from that guy. What was his name on YouTube?
Adam Fisher?
No. The other guy that we watch about the reviews. They just watched about this.
Emergency Awesome?
Yes, Emergency Awesome. He's like, oh, you know how there's no communication between departments?
He's always apologist.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not compute this? I think that this is on freaking purpose, guys. And after everything, they're like, oh no, okay, we're gonna put it. But after all the kids were exposed to this like all the time. So whatever James Gunn does, it is propaganda for racism. He's not against racism. He's for racism because he's putting it in the freaking show. And he's emphasizing it to no end, and that's how you make propaganda, and you explain that it's totally not, and you're against racism. But you say that America is exactly like this today, which is not. America today is the safest place for black people. And that is a fact, and it's not actually safe for white people, because just a few weeks ago, a white girl was brutally murdered in a public transport by a black crazy person.
Yeah.
So that is not reality, but he wants you to believe that it is. Now, what did he say? I have a few racists that have called me polarizing, but I'm okay with being polarizing and letting racists fall to the wayside. People have loved this episode the most, so it's exciting. No, you're retarded, man.
How does he know that, by the way, when I think the third season is cancelled because of low viewership?
Yeah.
So what does it mean people love this episode? Also, why is he advertising something that is not for kids?
Eh.
You know. So so the whole time we were watching this stupid dance, it was the cross actually.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and really, it's the the fact that he is trying to show us this view of America. It's kind of I would use the word dastardly. You
What?
know, dastardly. You know, it's like evil. Dick
Uh-huh.
Dastardly from the cartoon.
No,
It's evil. It means evil. Yeah,
I have no idea.
that's an old cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Why even are we bringing again something from the bottom of the barrel of comic books, which is this Earth X in which the Nazis won, which is an okay idea to show what will happen, but literally nobody is there in that Earth from the heroes that we kind of need, and it's again just an idea that was around in the 50s or the 60s, I think it was, and we take again this and we smack it. The worst idea in comic books, you take it and again you smack it on the screen just because it fits your agenda. You know, the Arrowverse actually, when they did one of their annual crossovers with Arrow and the other, they had Crisis on Earth X. It was on Earth X. There were, you know, Nazis there, but it was done way better. It was handled way better, and that was CW, which also now woke of the woke. You know?
Yeah,
I
the
don't know which
woke
one
of
is
the woke.
the woke of the woke, you know, and
And Yastu says Diggy, Dastardly, and Mutely.
Dick Dastardly and Muttley, yes, exactly. Yeah, Dick Dastardly. And what was it? Because I forgot my thought. Oh yeah. So, and since when America is like that? Since when do we have to believe that it's really not safe for black people when it's actually now is the safest of them all?
Yeah, it's really not safe for white people. Was it?
Yeah. It's if anything, that's racism against us. So this is not America in the 1960s when, yes, 50s and the 60s when it wasn't safe for them. True.
Yeah.
But it's not so. What is this guy getting into?
No,
I really
even
don't
then
know.
there was no like
Even then,
chasing
even
black
then.
people on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
streets with pitchforks
Yeah,
and whatever.
and they were successful black people. Then you know about if we go back to the Batman 1966 with Adam West, well, Eartha Kitt, who was black, she played Catwoman in the third season, and she was very famous jazz singer by that time in the 60s. So here we go. We always had that. It was never like, you know, so no, you cannot play that because a white woman played Catwoman before you. No, and she was good from some episodes that I watched. So here we go. Nobody was like hearing this show. Oh, black, and they run after her, and everybody is like crazy.
Yeah. But you know, this is just like calling Peacemaker because he's a guy that's extremely violent and he kills people and he does not make peace at all.
That's the
yeah.
shtick of the comic book, that he calls himself like that, but he's ready to do anything for peace, including killing people.
Including not have peace.
Including not have peace, yeah. But that's actually they did him like that kind of in the 80s when they after one of the crises and they decided let's change things up. But still, even with this character, and I still wonder why James Gunn is continuing to do projects about characters that nobody cares about. And I think a couple of days ago he actually said we'll do projects with just the most famous people because nobody likes the other that are not famous. And he say, oh really?
Really?
Eureka, I would say.
I mean, what happened with all of his small projects then? Why did he do characters that
idea.
nobody cares about?
No
like
idea.
Creature Commandos.
No idea.
And my left shoe.
But if you and even Creature Commandos were not like in the comic books. These were again his version.
Yeah.
This sexually entangled people. Yeah, really, Jesus Christ.
Horrible.
Yeah, horrible indeed. Not even Peacemaker is Peacemaker. Nobody, and he keeps promoting only his projects. Actually, he keeps promoting only Superman, Peacemaker, and Creature Commandos that nobody cares about. What about the other projects?
No.
What happens with them?
Yeah, his ex is only Peacemaker basically right now, and just a little bit of Superman, just a tiny bit. And by the way, tell us about Lex Luthor in prison.
Lex Luthor, yes, I watched the scene in which Rick Flag Senior was going to say Junior. Junior is the
Who looks
senior,
not much
who
older
looks
than
not
Junior.
much older than Junior, yes. Visits him in prison to ask him for help, and Nicholas Hoult is there playing Lex Luthor, and he looks very sad about being in prison because he wanted to save the world from metahumans. Now he's imprisoned with them. I have no idea why he's in prison of metahumans when he's not a metahuman, but okay.
Yeah, probably
And,
because he's a genius.
Okay. And he says how every night he has to listen to one of the inmates. He even describes him, so it's supposed to be one character, but I forget his name. How can I say it now? But F, another inmate.
Great.
And this is supposed to, we have to be ha ha.
Yeah, how is this in
Funny James, you're the funny one.
this
Very funny.
project?
Yeah,
And don't forget, guys, we talked about the freaking orgy
that's
just
true.
a few
Yeah.
weeks ago and Peacemaker again. So this show already crossed all kinds of lines of
All kinds, yeah.
decency. And if you are a DC fan that loves the comic books for their substance and storytelling and showing great values and morals and like moral conundrums and just great character building, you know, characters that actually fight real issues in their lives. Like, I mean, I'm talking about real substance again. I don't know how else to describe it. If you like that, how can you ever consider even this to be a DC property at all? This is absolute degeneracy.
Absolutely.
This is not okay. You have to be able to make a difference. If there was ever a bad character in a comic book story, I mean an evil character or whatever, even if they shown to do bad things, their characters are written well and it's not in your face trying to show you something super graphic or horrible for the sake of it. Whatever the story is about, it's about the story first, shock value second,
Yeah.
and it was never about degeneracy in any kind of a way. I just don't remember any DC comic book that was so graphic and so degenerate that is just like The Boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know such a thing. And I cannot, absolutely cannot respect or defend anything of the sort. I
And-
have no words.
And he keeps promoting that for kids because what will happen now after Peacemaker was in Fortnite? What will happen if some kid decide, oh, there is a show about this guy. Let me check it out. What is he going to see? In that one, he also keeps claiming that this is the direct sequel to Superman, which was supposed to be a movie aimed for all the type of audience, not just rated R. And you connect it with a rated R thing. And he keeps saying that this is the direct sequel of Superman, what happens after that. But before that, he said, but you don't have to watch it. That's not homework. Okay, if it's a direct sequel, how am I not supposed to watch it?
Yeah. And Superman is not there, by the way.
Superman is not there, yeah. But at least Lex Luthor is there. And allegedly, David Cornsworth was very sad that he couldn't be there.
Yeah, I see what you, Mr. YouTube, what you say, but we have to finish this.
Yeah.
We're gonna address the comments after every segment. So from the point of view of fans that defend this and think that this is okay because this was what was happening in this particular episode was in another universe, that was their excuse.
That's always the excuse.
That's always the excuse.
That's always the excuse.
I don't care. This is
Doesn't
DC.
matter.
This is not supposed to be this way. We are not supposed to have a clear propaganda. And if you don't believe that it's propaganda, just go back and watch what happens since 2016 up till
exactly.
now. I
Exactly.
mean, heck, you can go back even further than that. But most prominently, the woke mindset, virus, whatever, that seeps through everything that we love started really happening since 2016. So you can see that. But the propaganda or the things that were shown to us back then were very, very subtle. Like, very subtle. And compared to
subtle,
what we get now. Now, they are not even hiding it anymore.
Yeah.
And people are still so stupid and so blind to not see that they are being conditioned since 2016 to accept these things as normal. It's not normal to say that today in America everybody are freaking racist,
When it's not.
and you put the swastika that you're not supposed to even see that if you don't learn European history and what happened in World War II. This is frowned upon. We're not even supposed to see this like shown everywhere. It's literally like dark energy over your eyes. It's so bad, but they're showing it. They're saying that, yeah, this is it. This is really how James Gunn sees America. Are you kidding me? He's a head of a studio. He is not supposed to
Not supposed to interject those things.
He's not supposed to interject those things, his own ideology in anything. He's not supposed to be talking politics in the first place, let alone interject his ideology. So everything is wrong from the get-go with all of this. Everything is so wrong and everything is so evil because conditioning of the whole human freaking race through entertainment is not okay. And by this point, this is exactly what this is. It's no longer a conspiracy or whatever. It's happening. It has happened. And that is why we have real life violence in America today.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is why Charlie Kirk got killed, because some kids are so conditioned and so indoctrinated into this kind of a mindset that they see a world that they think that they're living in this world, which they are not actually living in. They're not living in reality. They think that people that just express their opinions that is different from theirs are freaking Nazis, where they're the ones that want to silence others for their opinions, literally silence them with death. That is real freaking being a Nazi. So this is not acceptable. The orgy was not acceptable.
The orgy was not acceptable.
This is not DC, and DC was never about being degenerate. And what was the excuse when we saw that scene, George? What was it?
What was the excuse?
That he was down.
Oh, he was down. He was down.
That was the excuse. The Peacemaker was
then,
down.
Every time people are down, I suppose they have to make an orgy then. Also, again, about the excuse that, this was in a parallel universe and things like that. Cool, but still, that's not the way you have to do it. Because, as I said, they did it in the crossover of CW when they did the Arrowverse thingy. Crisis on Earth X, it was Earth X. There were racist and things, but there was no swastikas all over the place. You just get the idea. You just get the idea what happened on this earth and why did they behave like that. And it was again with the villains and stuff. It wasn't the normal people and everybody is like that. And the world seems hunky dory, but it isn't. Because it wasn't so on the face, you know, in the nose. I mean, it wasn't also in your face. No, it was really well done, you know. And then 2016 came, yes, and I actually, when you said how subtle it was, I actually remember how subtle was Doctor Who then, with the stuff they were doing, you know, just like, for example, a line from him who said, you know, when do you people on Earth, it's 2000 something, when you're going to start realizing that, you know, men and women are equal and things like that, and you say, yeah, that's right, and then you come back now to that episode and you say, oh, I see what you've been doing then this whole time, because they did it really after that, it was just like that. And now there is no Doctor Who. Now there are no good comic books.
Yeah,
you know, if I'm a person who wants to get into comic books now, oh Jesus Christ, what am I going to see? I'm going to say why people like comic books. Why are there nuts there over YouTube who talk about comic books? That's horrible.
Yeah. So, there's nothing but degeneracy in comic books. Superman's son is gay and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, bye, who cares? Okay, so let's move on to the next topic because this is endless. We can talk about James Gunn and his freaking degeneracy all day long.
Let's
we have we have absolutely no belief in this new Superman movie. It's gonna be total crap. James Gunn says like all kinds of different things every other day. He's like, the new movie is gonna be more serious, then it's not.
It's not even going to be a Superman movie because he already said that there are going to be tons of other characters there because he cannot do a movie just about one character.
No, he can't.
You know.
And hi to Lovistro. And yes, studies have shown that more politics you consume, the more paranoid and unstable you become.
Exactly.
Exactly. You can see that in old people. When you talk with an old person who is very very consumed by the old times and the communism and whatever. This is all they know, and they still think that that things should be this way now. So they can't even think about anything else. They think about how we're gonna be taken over by something, by the other thing. Yeah, they could be right about some of that, but believe me, for the most part, they're just extremely paranoid, and the only thing that they can think about is that.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Visto, you're invited to, if you watch from the gaming channel, you can come to the superhero channel because we need the watch
We need
hours.
the watch hours.
And you can also subscribe if you haven't,
Yeah, you can watch on the here. I mean, on the gaming channel if you like support with super chats. If not, you can just go and watch because we need the watch hours on the superhero channel. Yes, Mr. YouTube. Yeah, you're not a fan of DC and Marvel comics. The panels of these comics, more likely the modern ones, are confusing to me. I prefer manga.
The modern ones are confusing.
Make cake gang.
Yeah.
Okay, so next topic is this, which is again we're going to watch and react to Mr. H news, basically about He-Man. So yeah, He-Man. Basically somebody saw the trailer of He-Man, and they broke down what they saw. And although the trailer was not finished, there were some interesting bits there to discuss. So let's see what he says.
Right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe leaked trailer breakdown. That's the thing. That's the thing. This is a few days old. I sat on this. The reason why I sat on this, I think it's like 2 days old now, because I was waiting for them to release the trailer, and it's not materialized. So I thought, well, I've waited long enough. Let's actually just talk about it instead. Because 9 times out of 10, when you get like a leaked trailer breakdown, 9 times out of 10, you then subsequently get the actual trailer, and it just hasn't materialized. So I was waiting, but yeah, it's not here. So we're going to talk about it instead. This is a movie which I know people that know people that have worked on it, and they've said categorically it is incredibly camp. But wait, it's either going to land great or it's going to be horrendous, right? It was one of those things like you'll either love it or you'll hate it. It'll either land and people will think it's one of the best things ever because it's so true to the cartoon, or people will just hate it, reject it, So I don't know. Stuff I've heard about it is a mixed bag, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to watch and see, I guess. But anyway, like I said, this is the leaked trailer breakdown. Talks about Skeletor, Cringer, He-Man, so on and so forth. So let's take a look. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. But anyway, it wrapped principal photography earlier this year. It's now in post-production stage. And as they say, it might be another while until the trailer is officially released. A description of an unfinished version of the teaser has been doing the rounds online via hemania.com. So apparently the teaser is going to give us a first look at several key Masters of the Universe characters. And it seems the motion capture actor we saw Nicholas Galitzine and Camila Mendes reacting to in those set photos was playing Cringer, not Beastman. So there was a bunch of there's been loads of set photos for this movie, actually, because they've been filming a lot outside because some of it's set on Earth.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
I hate the fact that some of it is set on Earth.
Yeah, we hate that too.
I hate that, yeah.
But
We
yeah,
don't
because
want
there's been
Earth.
so many
Nobody
leaks,
wants Earth.
set photos and things like that, lots of people were like, well, what are they doing there? Is that Beastman? What's going on there? Fair point, to be honest, fair point. So the footage reportedly concludes with Prince Adam raising his power sword and saying, I have the power, and transforming into He-Man. So here is the leaked breakdown. It's not really, spoilers, not really spoilers. I guess if you care about any spoilers at all, don't watch this. But I don't think there's any spoilers. So here's the statement from hemania.com. It was an early cut of the trailer with several shots showing green screen still and a bit difficult to see due to the security watermarks. But it was overall good. It was about 75% WIP, work in progress. The cut was quite rough, so it was by no means polished. But the characters I saw all looked good. It opens with Prince Adam talking to a friend on Earth.
Earth.
No.
They're confused because Cringer is there and they discuss the green
Hey,
tiger.
Thomas.
I don't want to poo-poo this too much, but honestly,
what's
why
going
did they decide to set it on Earth? I mean, it's obviously for budget, but it's so annoying.
We're trying not to talk much
They spent
over him.
years developing this. Years. Right, Netflix was developing this for years. I think they sunk $50 million into it before they gave up. And yet you still set it on bloody Earth. And whatever.
Yeah.
From there, it goes to Prince Adam going to his homeworld and learning about his lineage from who I think is the sorceress. But it was kind of hard to see because of the watermarks. Now, that's actually really important to note is that for those that don't know,
Isn't he supposed to be already there on his world and
No.
know about his lineage? Not learning
Yeah, I
about
mean,
his
that's the
lineage?
thing that in the original cartoon, he was born on Eternia, his planet. Now, his mother, the queen of Eternia, is actually from Earth. She used to be an astronaut. She crash landed on Eternia, and then she fell in love with the king, married, and He-Man, or Prince Adam, was born. He was never on Earth. Never. He's never on Earth. He doesn't know anything about Earth. And
Yeah.
maybe his mother told him in the cartoon, they never say that actually. So he was never supposed to be on Earth. This is again like the old Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren, when because of the low budget, everything was set on Earth. But that was 1987 or something like that, and they didn't really have much of a budget for that movie. Actually, it was in development here for many years, and they had some sets, and they decided, okay, just to put it on Earth and to be done with it. Otherwise, we're going to lose some money. At least we can make some money.
Yeah.
And that's why it was on Earth. And as a child, when I watched the old movie, I was so excited. Oh, there is a human movie. And then for 5 minutes, then they were in Eternia, which was kind of like a desert land and something. And then everything was on Earth, and I was kind of disappointed because I hate when they put the heroes not from Earth in situations like that. You know, it's going to be that over again. Why must he be on Earth? Why they must be okay? So he's there, but Cringer, his battle cat, the Green Tiger, is there too. So he sits in a coffee with another guy, and they talk. Why is there a Green Tiger there? Really?
It's probably normal. We see him every day.
Campy is campy, but so much campy. Yes, the cartoon is campy, but not that much. It didn't have stupid jokes there. It was campy because it was a children's show.
I mean, when it's on Eternia, it's fine, but
on
you
Eternia,
make
it's
it
great,
campy
yeah.
because it's on Earth.
Yeah,
You're not, there. Those things on Eternia are normal. If you put them
Exactly.
on Earth, it's gonna be fish out of water thing
Yeah.
again.
yeah. And on set photos, I saw this Nicholas Kalitsky guy. What's his name? Who's going to play him?
no
And
idea.
who got buff, you know?
Oh,
But
yeah.
he walks around with this gigantic pink shirt, and I know that Prince Adam is wearing a pink and white outfit in the cartoon, but that fits in the cartoon, guys. That fits in the cartoon. Just put a black shirt on him or something like that. Not everything has to be like in the cartoon. I hope that everybody else, when he transforms into him and Battle Cat and everyone, I hope that it looks like that. But just the fact that it's going to be set on Earth, that will probably be 1 hour of the movie or something like that. And then he has to learn about his lineage and again have the just
Oh,
put
God.
him. Just let's start. It's 2025. We have the technology. Just make the freaking planet, you know, Eternia. Make it combination of, you know, this is Star Wars meets Conan the Barbarian and stuff like that kind of technology. Just put it there. Make the story. He's born. He finds the sword. The sorceress tells him, "Okay, you found the sword. You're the chosen one." And here we go.
Yeah,
know,
here we
We
go.
never see that in the cartoon, actually, in the original one. We see that in the version of the remake of 2003, I think, which is actually the best He-Man cartoon for me. Watch it, guys. They show there how he finds the sword and everything else. Just do that. Why must be there on Earth and then to be this fish out of water? How many times we're going to see this? We saw that in Thor,
We saw that in Wonder Woman.
in Wonder Woman too.
I mean, basically, we see that every time.
In Sonic 1.
And then we saw that in
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah, again.
When we got
Again, actually,
Steve,
yeah.
whoever.
Oh yeah,
what's
Steve
his face?
Trevor. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. and it's been done to that. Why do you need to do it like that when it wasn't initially like that? You know, just set him on his planet. It's not so expensive now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's genius. Okay, let's
genius.
continue.
Let's continue.
Apparently, well, it's not apparently. This is the statement from the sort of plot line of this movie, the log line type thing, is that Prince Adam is like crash lands on planet Earth as a baby or something like that, and he loses his power sword, well, as a child or whatever, and then he's got to like learn who he is, and then he goes back to Eternia or some crap. Oh bloody, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's kind of like, it's almost like a cross between Superman and Master of the Universe, but I think it's lame as hell. Anyway, continues further. After that, it bounces around a bit, and you see Prince Adam talking to a few of the people from Eternia. There's a brief glimpse of Skeletor, and who I think was Evil Lyn. The trailer does show Prince Adam raising the sword and yelling, "I have the power," and you see the transformation. A few quick scenes of him fighting as He-Man, then it ends. So the leaker also says that Skeletor resembles his animated series counterpart, and that the movie looks like it's going to be a solid origin story for the muscle-bound hero. Well, I personally bloody hate some of that, but never mind. Some of it I think sounds super lame. So Master of the Universe stars Jared Leto as Skeletor, Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, with Morena Baccarin as the Sorceress, and James Purefoy and Charlotte Riley as Adam's parents, King Randor and Queen Marlena. Alison Brie will also feature as Skeletor's second-in-command, Evil Lyn. Meanwhile, Sam C. Wilson will play Trapjaw, Kojo,
the wife of Deadpool in the movies.
Ah, okay.
Triclops, John Zhu Zhang, as Ram Man. More recently, we learned that Kristen Wiig will play Roboto, which is I'm not about that.
That's gonna be hilarious.
Okay.
So after numerous false starts, Netflix was all set to develop a feature take on the beloved animated series back in 2022, but then they sold it. They just sold it. Weird. It's super weird. Amazon MGM decided to buy it, basically. Buy the thing that they'd been developing. It's so bizarre. This whole series of events is so bizarre. And so this is the logline. 10-year-old Prince Adam, who crashed to Earth in a spaceship and was separated from his magical power sword, the only link to his home on Eternia, after tracking it down almost 2 decades later, so he's going to be like 30, Prince Adam is whisked back across space to defend his home planet against the evil forces of Skeletor. But to defeat such a powerful villain, Prince Adam will first need to uncover the mysteries of his past and become He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. I mean, look, whatever.
Oh,
I just
boy.
hate the fact that some of it sucks.
I'm not a fan of this concept.
No.
He's not gonna even grow up on Eternia.
On
He's
his
gonna be
freaking planet,
a human for like 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years.
And then we have to spend time on Earth for him learning about the sword and then finding it, like Indiana Jones stuff and things like that. I mean, why? Just start on the freaking planet and let him find the sword there.
Yeah,
You know.
they probably didn't think that through. I mean, it's gonna be so much cooler if the first movie is already there and already doing things, and now we have to have the origin movie, which is a lot more boring than the sequel, if there is a sequel, because we spend time on Earth. He has to wank pink shirts like freaking gay, and then
It's a big guy in pink shirt. It doesn't look great.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
he's a small guy. It just doesn't look. It doesn't look great in the cartoons.
It's gonna look like freaking Teletubbies like that, man.
And that's why in the reboot cartoon from 2002, as he said, when he's Prince Adam, he doesn't wear the pink thing. It was red. They decided, wait a minute, that's kind of stupid. It's 2002. So yeah, Jesus Christ.
On Earth. And it also looked like a lot of it was set on Earth from what we could see in terms of like set photos and things like that. You know, like he gets arrested and stopped and blah, blah, blah. But I hope this is good. I hope it's good. And I will say this, as much as I've poo-pooed it, I think the market is just right for this to potentially be a banger in terms of box office success. Because people are so sick of being lectured, they just want pure escapism. And if they land this tone-wise, I think people will want this escapism. Not that I particularly think this is going to be, wicked and great, but I think the timing is right. I think the attitudes of people are right for it. because we've been inundated with drab shit. So I think people will actually respond quite well to this if they've nailed it. Leave your thoughts. What do you think about the trailer?
Okay.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm much happier from what I heard about Voltron than this actually. And
Yeah.
a couple of months ago, I from other videos, I heard kind of the same things for a leak plot of the movie. So now we have in this, so things kind of get connected to one another. So maybe that would be exactly what we're going to see. Now, it's not a bad thing if the movie is camp, because, as I said, the original cartoon is pretty campy. It's still okay. The thing is that they're doing a stupid thing by putting him on Earth again and losing
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
what we're going to see him use the sword in the last 20 minutes, like in the Power Rangers movie when they transformed in Power Rangers and got the robot in the last 20 minutes, and they said, what?
Yeah.
and then nothing, and then it's packed full of all the other characters like Ramman, Man at Arms. So we're going to see them just at some point when he gets to the planet. Also, Idris Elba plays Man at Arms, who is actually white in that. But
That's
at
always
least,
what happens.
at least he's a great actor. Molina
Yeah.
Bakarin as the sorceress, I can see that she's also good and stuff like that. The girl who plays Tiwa is not a redhead.
Here is me.
She's actually Latino, I think. Jesus Christ.
I'm here.
Yeah. They forgot to call you
I
again.
can fill in
They forgot to call you
the
again.
role of Tila if you
So
want.
Jesus
I
Christ.
have the muscles.
Otherwise, actually. Otherwise, the guy who plays He-Man, okay, looks okay. They said they showed those photos also with the sword and things like that. Good. Jared Leto as Skeletor, I have no idea how this is going
I
to
mean,
look like.
he's Jared Leto.
But
He
he's
can play
Jared
a lot of
Leto,
things.
yes. If he doesn't do the voice of Skeletor, I totally
You hit yourself with my corgi.
exactly.
Corgi notebook.
With my nunchucks that is over here. He has to do the voice. Ah, finally, He-Man. Ah, now I get your sword. No. So that's Skeletor for you.
Crazy.
Yeah. So we'll be watching. Are we going to watch this in cinema? Who knows?
We'll see when it comes.
So let's see the trailer. Yes.
Okay, guys, so hello to Joey and Thomas, and of course Lavistro came. My favorite Batman movie, says Thomas, is The Dark Knight Rises. Okay,
All right.
all right.
We're not going to say anything.
You're not gonna say anything. Mr. Mizu says, so if they're starting to change things massively, it's a big fat pass. Oh boy, that's...
Yeah.
I think that the movie is not gonna be bad, but the fact that they started like that on Earth is just so lame, and it has been done so many times that it's so tiresome.
Yeah,
We already watched
totally.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
We already seen,
All the movies we said
second
before that,
movie
yeah.
especially
Yeah.
with his father and all those things and Earth and blah. We don't need to connect to characters if they start from Earth. I know that they're
And-
doing that,
Yeah.
so they can say, we want to make relatable characters, so we're going to put them on Earth so you can relate. What are you talking about?
What are we
We
talking
can
about,
relate
yeah.
to freaking aliens in Star Wars. We don't
Exactly.
care. Star
Exactly.
Wars is nowhere to be found on Earth. Earth does not
There is
exist
no
in
word
Star
in Star
Wars.
Wars. Yeah.
But nevertheless, Star Wars, for many people, is the most compelling sci-fi franchise ever made. Compelling to watch, they connect to the first 3 movies, all those things. There's no word, there's no connection to humanity as we know it. They're just humans from all kinds of planets, like Warhammer 40k as well. I mean, okay, we have Terra, and Terra is Earth, but who cares? It's called Terra, and it's 40,000 years in the future. It's absolutely unrecognizable to us. Who cares? We
Yeah.
want compelling characters, even if they're human, alien. Like He-Man is basically, mixed between alien and a human. Who
Yeah,
cares?
Exactly. I mean, imagine if they decide of some of the shows or the movies for Warhammer, if they said, and now our show will be about a lonely Astarte who somehow through the warp he teleported himself on Earth in 2025. Wouldn't that be interesting? And I say, hell no. Hell to the no.
Hell
people.
to the
Hell
no.
to the no. You know, the character doesn't start from Earth. We don't need to see. Show me in a glimpse, for example.
Show me the money.
Show me how his mother was flying, you know, with the other astronauts. She crash lands on Eternia, then she marries, and here we go. Him, and I was
Yes.
going to say Colin. It's the same. So, Colin, the barbarian, and Yastu likes my Skeletor. And
Yes, escapism, Yasto. Thank you.
Exactly. I mean, just show the. You said about Guardians of the Galaxy. So we've seen space.
Yeah,
We've seen that you can do different planets. Freaking Green Lantern. They also did Oa, the planet of the Green Lanterns. Why does this movie fail, the Green Lantern? Because they didn't put him on Oa for the whole freaking movie where he has to be to learn what is to be the Green Lantern. They put him there for 20 minutes and then everything else was again on Earth.
Yeah,
That should have
again.
been the second movie when he learns and they tell him, this is your sector there to protect now.
Oh, great. No, they do not follow protocol.
No.
So, hi to Lord Ragniel as well.
Hey, Lord.
Okay, guys, we really have to move on
Yes.
to
Last
the
topic.
next, to the last topic. So, hold on your butts. Are you
A lot
holding
of
on?
butt holding in our
Are you
translation.
holding on?
Okay.
Booga booga.
50 years later.
Yes, so here we go. This is a new article. I'm going to okay, I think. Okay, so here it is. This is by what the heck?
AIPT? Yeah.
AIPT.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna make it better because that's a bit cut, and we can visually start. Okay, a bit more. Yes. Okay.
Much better.
All right. Yeah, much better. Okay, guys. So, interesting. Spider-Man versus Superman. Battle of the Century comic books. So, Spider-Man and Superman reunite. DC and Marvel extended crossover through 2026. This spring, DC and Marvel will launch 2 new one-shot spotlight the legendary duo. The most iconic team up in comic books is back. DC and Marvel announced today that their historic publishing crossover will continue through 2026, bringing Superman and Spider-Man together for both Fast Smile
Fast Mile.
Fast Mile
Fast Mile,
reprints and brand new adventures. Time to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Superman vs. The Amazing Spider-Man. The collaboration kicks off this January with 2 oversized treasury editions. Fast Miles on January 7, 2026. DC will publish Treasury Edition 50th Anniversary of Superman vs. The Amazing Spider-Man #1, a faithful reprint of the groundbreaking issue that first paired the Man of Tomorrow with Marvel's Wallcrawler. That will be followed on February 4th, 2026 by DC and Marvel present Superman and Spider-Man Treasury Edition #1, a reprint of Marvel Treasury Edition #28, bringing another long out of print story back to shelves. The celebration doesn't stop there. This spring, DC and Marvel will launch 2 new one-shots spotlighting the legendary duo. DC takes the lead in March with Superman, Spider-Man #1, followed by Marvel Spider-Man Superman #1 in April, while creative themes and story details have yet to be revealed. Both issues promise fresh, original stories that honor the legacy of these cultural icons while charting new ground.
Oh boy.
So far, Marvel has released the first Deadpool Batman #1 crossover between the two companies, with Batman Deadpool #1 set for release on November 19. This marks a major continuation of the publisher's cross-company initiative that began in 2025 and shows no signs of slowing down. By revisiting the past while pushing forward with new material, DC and Marvel are positioning the super, I don't know why I want to read Spider Super before
You want to start with
Super, but
Spider-Man?
yeah, with Superman, Spider-Man team up. It is both a nostalgic celebration and a bold creative experiment for modern audiences. The hell with you, modern audiences,
Okay.
please,
All the
please.
two people.
Yes,
All the two people.
all the two
Yeah.
people.
Oh
All
boy.
the two. Okay, tell us what you know now.
Oh
Tell us
yes.
what's the
Yeah.
history of this, and why didn't I know that those two are actually in the same comic book? That's crazy.
You never asked.
Well, yeah, I never did.
Because it was in 1976, you know. So in 1976, when the two companies of Marvel and DC were just that publishing company, it's comic book publishers, and had to do crossovers from time to time so that they actually have some more money. Uh, they had this idea, actually, movie studios have this idea, you know, these are your flagship characters, and no matter what people say today, yes, Spider-Man is the flagship character of Marvel, not freaking Iron Man or whatever, you know. Whenever people say Marvel, they think about Spider-Man. Whenever they say DC, they think about Batman. I mean Superman. Sorry, say no, Superman. And there was then in the 70s, there was this idea, hey, these are your flagship characters. Why don't we try to make a movie about that? Maybe it will make money. But because the Christopher Reeve Superman movie was already in production, and Spider-Man was set to have his TV show by that time. There was a TV show in the 70s with Spider-Man, horrible TV show, but anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And this could not happen. But anyway, the two publishers decide, what the heck, we're going to do it. Don't you love, guys, when actually historical things happen just for the heck of it, when somebody says, nah.
Yeah.
And they did it in 1976. Now I've read the story. I also refreshed myself a bit today. I found it again so that I could see some panels and watch some reviews to remember what happens. Horrible story, by the way.
My God.
The art is great. 70s art, what you see over there, 70s art, muscles, Spider-Man, Superman, great faces, everything is perfection. The story is campy as heck.
Yeah.
Anyway, like for example, of course, the first thing that should happen is that they meet up in this crossover. That's the very first crossover that Marvel and DC were doing. After that, there were Avengers and Justice League, but much after that. In Avengers and Justice League, they actually said that the two things are parallel universes and they merge. Whereas here, they actually don't pretend that these are different Earths. They actually say it's set up in one world. You know, we have New York, we have Metropolis. And
That's pretty cool, actually.
yeah, right. And as always in crossovers like that, you have to start with what? Well, they must first hate each other by some misunderstanding so that they can fight, you know, before they actually get together and fight the villains.
How is
So-
Spider-Man gonna fight Superman? Superman is just gonna do this like an insect.
We'll get there. That's a legit question. We'll get there. So
Okay.
the villains in this story are, of course, Lex Luthor and Dr. Octopus, the best villains for the Superman and Spider-Man respectively, who you know, after they got in prison, you have like different chapters. Chapter 1 is how Lex goes to prison because of Superman. Chapter 2, Spider-Man catches Dr. Octopus, and then they meet in prison. And because Lex has actually some hidden technology that I couldn't find, he manages to get both of them free and say, okay, so Doc, now we can work together and smash our, you know, enemies. And to do that, first off, Lex disguised himself as Superman.
What?
Yeah, he has a costume and like a mask and apparently a bodysuit because he looks buff. And he had some technology in the suit so that he kidnaps Lois Lane and Mary Jane
Oh God.
because they're there because they know
That's horrible, man.
Lois Lane has a thing for Superman. This girl there, we think she has a thing for Spider-Man. So he goes there as Superman. He kidnaps them, but actually it looks as if he kills them because he uses the heat vision in front of Peter Parker.
Oh my god, that's
You
so
know.
horrible.
So he thinks they're dead. Superman did it, so he starts hating Superman. Uh, how is he going to have a chance against Superman? Well, Lex Luthor is the 70s, guys. Keep up. Is the 70s comic books. Lex Luthor actually has a gun that shoots radiation with red sun.
Ah,
And he shoots Spider-Man with it, which temporarily grants him more powers
wow.
because of the red sun. And he even feels it when he shoots him with that, and he says, "Oh, now I feel even more powerful," you know. And he starts fighting Superman, but then the effect wears off. And while the effect is wearing off, he starts hitting, and he says the interesting line, "Hey, why did you get hard all of a sudden?" Ha! and then
Face the
he
tiger,
hits him
you hit the
again
jackpot.
and says again, "Yeah, you are getting harder." And I say, "Oh, Peter, oh, poor Peter."
Oh my god.
And so yeah, and after that was happening in comic books, they clear the misunderstanding and they go to fight the villains and they defeat them. They work together.
They find Mary Jane in
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah. They find
So she can
both
say
of
face
them.
the tiger.
They find both of them, but you know what is happening there between Voice and Mary Jane. For a minute there, Mary Jane get jealous
Really?
because she thinks that Voice likes Peter. They meet each other and talk, and she scolded her because, "Oh, why are you called Miss Lane? Don't you think that this is not feminine?" And things like that. Yeah, that really happens.
What?
Yeah,
How is
yeah,
that feminine?
with a finger and things like that.
She's called Miss Lady.
and-
That's just her name and how you
can't be
address
called
her.
Miss apparently.
What?
And before that, Peter stood her up 3 times. Mary Jane, you know, 3 times. They had to go to the cinema. He stood her up because something happens. They had to go. I need to go, and I say, well, this is the guy who stood you up 3 times. Why are you getting jealous?
Yeah.
But anyway, and yeah, they saved the girls and the world, and they work together, and they understand each other. It's very interesting to see actually that they Quark and Peter kind of know about each other because of their reporting things. I mean, Quark knows Peter Parker because that's the guy who always takes photos of Spider-Man. You know, he's a reporter, and also Peter knows about Quark. And, that's the reporter. But back then it wasn't Daily Planet. Actually, it was something else that it was called because they did a merger. But that's another thing. And that's it. It's a fun crossover. If you have 15 minutes, it's actually a great fun because it's still it's campy, but it doesn't have the heavy dramatical things of comic books today. So Mr. Mewtwo, maybe you can try this. It's from the 70s, maybe you like it a bit more. It's campy, as we say, goofy as hell. But the fighting scenes are great because modern comic books today don't have great fighting scenes. In today's comic book, when you open and you have a gigantic battle between heroes and villains, everything is just somewhere there. You see a guy doing this and you don't know what is happening. Here is not like that. Here the art is really great. You know.
Why are you getting harder?
Why are you getting hard?
Hey, you just got hard.
You just got hard. He does say that. That's a legit thing, guys.
That's so funny. And thank you, King of Monsters, for the $1.99.
Thank you.
Thank you. So wonderful. Salute. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time that I hear this, so super funny to me. Well, that's so funny. But
Well, you're in the comic book, Mary Jane is there.
oh yes, so I get to say face a tiger.
Exactly. I think she tells him tiger at one point.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
He goes there.
that is a very small tiger there.
After he stood her up,
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times.
Well-
So yeah, and that happened 50 years ago. Now apparently we are getting again to that moment where the two companies decide to do things together, which I thought never going to happen. But apparently losing money from stupid movies ties your hand and it's like, we gotta do it with the competition now because we kind of messed up with our movies.
Yeah, he looks great, by the way. That's how I used to draw Spider-Man myself.
That's from
yeah.
I forget. It was written by Jerry Conway, but Ross Andrew, yes, one of the great Spider-Man artists in the 60s, in the
Yeah,
70s.
he
Sorry.
just looks
So
great. He has the musculature.
it's a great piece of art, that comic book. If people find this reprint, because those will be reprints of the original, the two treasures, Fast Miles. It's worth to buy, not so much of the story, but because of the art. Actually, the story is fun, but because of the art, really, that's a great piece to have. And I am kind of inclined to read the new thing when they do it in next year. But I'm kind of afraid, because I read Deadpool Batman #1 of the two companies, it was horrible. I will check out and Batman Deadpool after that.
Yeah.
But I think the combination is not that good. These two characters don't fit together. Some people said it's interesting because of that, because Batman doesn't fit with Deadpool. It's shit. Anyway, but these two, but these two, we can say that, right?
Yes, I'm just
But
amused.
but 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 these two fit better to me. I see way better, Spider-Man and Superman together. Now this time it's going to be just called Spider-Man and Superman. This in the 70s was called Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man and Superman. So he was called like that. So here's hope. Maybe it will be good. Yeah.
Indeed, indeed. Well, I'm actually excited to see superheroes crossover, especially when they're from two different universes, because I do want to see how they react to each other.
Yeah.
I really want to see that.
Oh, then you should read and you should watch. But I told you to watch it. Why didn't we watch it? Batman and the Ninja Turtles comic
Oh,
books. There is also an animated movie with that. And also I read, and that was totally camp, but I enjoy it. I don't care. Power Rangers and Justice League. Amazing.
really?
Amazing. King of Monsters. Yeah. A couple of years ago.
Really?
Power
Oh,
Rangers and
wow.
Justice League. And the Megazord is there. And everybody is there. And the Blue Ranger talks with Batman because they're smart guys. And the Red Ranger, who is the leader, talks with Superman. And they do stuff together. It's morphing time. The Justice
Oh my
League.
God.
Great. Very, very campy, but really amazing.
This is a
So.
creaming pants kind of a
After-
thing.
oh boy,
Creaming
oh boy.
your pants kind of a deal for a
boy.
nerd.
Why is Superman getting hard? Now we know.
Yeah.
Because he's a nerd too.
I mean, it's just that Spider-Man is getting weaker. That's why Superman is
That's why,
getting harder.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to read teaming up with JL. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great, King.
exactly.
That's right. That's great.
Oh, Power Rangers and Godzilla too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
that's,
yes.
that's a great too.
And how
Yeah.
about Justice League
Justice
versus
League versus
Godzilla?
Godzilla? I have to read that one.
That's
actually,
new.
haven't. Yeah.
That's new, like
yeah.
from last year.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, with all of that, it's late. It's late, guys. So those are our topics for tonight. Because last night we had a very amazing show, by the way. King of Monsters, if you haven't seen it, is the first show of the network that the dignified cartoon gentleman is creating. And my show, the pilot episode was yesterday. It was amazing. December was there. And some other creators. Of course, Disgusting is gonna be regular. We were waiting for Mr. Nobody, but he couldn't come. So
He's not Mr. Nobody now.
yes, he's not Mr. Nobody now. But never mind that. It's an amazing show. It's a great show. You can watch it. And next Thursday, I'm preparing for that now. We're going to have new guests and we're going to have new topics. It's going to be amazing, but I am exhausted because of it. So I really need to go, guys. And Logan really needs to go too. Tomorrow morning, we continue with Elden Ring. And it's going to be great. Now, yes, you do, King. It was really great. Really. Somebody please post the link of yesterday's stream in the chat, both chats, to make it more convenient. Now, I really want to rate someone. Wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna rate Will.
Oh, okay.
Not really sure though. Let's see what he does first.
Otherwise, the common nurse is also on.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, Naramo, hi to you. Well, you can watch the replay. I'm also gonna cut it into
Now to
videos.
hear some good news and
Definitely
comic
check
stuff,
it on the superhero channel because we need the watch time.
and subscribe if you haven't there.
Yeah, we also need 500 subscribers
Yes.
as well. Okay, let's just click now onto Will and see what they're talking about there.
Where did he go?
Yeah, where did he go? It's crazy how sometimes streams are just lost on me. Maybe the stream ended or whatever happened.
Really?
I'm not sure. I don't see it. Hold on, guys. Huh. Whoa. Something else started. I don't see it. Maybe really it ended. I don't know, guys. Do you see Will streaming? Because if he's not streaming...
he asked if you can check, for example. If he's streaming, can let us know.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that again then. Okay, guys, hold on to your butts. Let's see.
It says here.
It says that he's live, yeah. Well, okay, let's just try it and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's rate from here as well, from both channels. We can't rate from here.
Oh, we still can't?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I think I gotta fix that. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm just so freaking tired. I just can't. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm gonna play the outro. Hopefully you see your names there. King of Monsters, thank you for being the only one that supported the stream tonight. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. I hope that you had fun. From me, the 40k Empress, and hello, and bye-bye.
The 40k Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires, but with her blade of pure desire, she claims